What's up? You ever notice that, like, you go through phases? Like, in a spiritual sense, certain things occupy your time for periods of time, like, and then you switch to something else, and then to something else, but it's not like you're in full control. It's like you're in these phases that you go through, and you kind of just accept them. And with each phase comes a new set of experiences, learning lessons, and just overall growth. Because every time you're doing something, you're moving through space and time, and you're observing, and you're also affecting the world around you. It's funny how we go through these like phases, and it's like there was a guy who used to come to the gym, and then I'd see him. He didn't come to the gym for a while, and I'd see him like picking through garbage, and then like he was all fidgety, and he was cracked out. And talking to him, he was on stuff, and he was addicted, and he said he'll come back to the gym probably about 5-6 months. He's just in a phase. And it happens sometimes. I thought that was odd. Like he already knew he would be picking through the garbage, smoking crack on the street for another 5 months before he came back to the gym. It's like he's been there before. You assume that he doesn't want to be in that position. What's stopping him from changing his life? And I've battled with this. Why we are addicted to things that hurt us, and we will continue to use these addictions right up until death. And I come to the conclusion it's because we are not in control over ourselves like we think we are. And I think that's why everybody needs to show a lot more compassion towards addicts. It's not their fault, and it is not because they're weak-minded in any which way. It is usually because those people have dealt with the most trauma in their life. And I'm not saying everybody has the same thing, but we know how our gut bugs and what we eat affects our mind, and our brain and our stomach communicate. Why do you get these sugar cravings? And then you go up and you fill those cravings. You get these cravings for sexual tendencies. It's like, I'm gonna go bust a nut. It's because you're not in full control. Like you don't breathe, you don't sneeze, you don't decide, how when your hair grows. Just there's so many functions taking place without your control in this vessel. And I believe that if not guarded, and when I say guarded, I mean vigilantly, daily guarded, we can allow spirits to enter our vessel. You must stand guard on the front gates of your mind. We don't know where our thoughts come from. They just pop up. You don't know where your decisions come from. You just decide. We are not fully in control over all of our choices and decisions we make up until we become aware. We become aware of the matrix around us, and we're able to withdraw, meditate, and go within, separate ourselves from these thoughts. That is when life officially begins. When you take over control of yourself, your actions, and your choices. Self-mastery is a lifelong goal. And a daily battle. Be gentle with yourself. In a way, we're all just dealing with our own problems the best we can. But I find that funny that we all go through these phases, or we all have these choices, and we think that that's us, until you go within and shut off the matrix, shut off the thoughts, let them come and go, and you'll realize that it's just do all day long, forming stories, scenarios, and situations about people that don't even exist. It's all in your mind. And once you start drinking or doing some drugs and doing some other stuff, your vessel becomes hijacked. And you are no longer in control as you think you are. It may feel good, briefly, but there is consequences for your choices. And life, in the long run, will make you pay. Much love.